What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we are going to do node number 7 on the first run of Dark Dimension 3, and supposedly this is the hardest node ever, and as you can see I'm getting already destroyed, but I only had one character. I was using strategy here. I had the Ultron, Magneto, Phoenix and Scientist Supreme. And my strategy was, well, for the most part to use 2 times Phoenix and just see where it goes. But with Magneto and Scientist Supreme, sometimes you could use some combos, and with Ultron, with the minions and so on, you could do some combos, and indeed maybe you could do a little bit of strategy, but not too much. And yeah, this node was quite painful. There is a situation where sometimes you have double Iron Fist. I think I had double Iron Fist plus Shuri at the same time. It was insane. Even that, you'll see that this was like 24 attacks or something like that. The number of attempts was probably 200. I had 200 attempts probably, or more, for these 20 attacks. It was so painful, and I had to play so much with the RNG just to get everything to go right. And as you saw, a lot of time that I spent on this node was trying to get the right characters on the right position, so I would not get destroyed by these 2 daredevils, because they do 100% more damage to villains. And yeah, I had 3 villains and it was not great. And especially, and I complained about this so many times on live streams and other videos, is that whenever I used Ultron would always get attacked first by the 2 daredevils. So it was insane. This node was insane, and it was before they fixed a few bugs here. There were some bugs, I don't remember, but there was a situation that too many characters were falling at the same time, and other situations like that. It was just a nightmare. But after, I think they made it a little bit easier, but still I can imagine this node is still a nightmare. So yeah, with Ultron sometimes we were lucky enough to get the offensive, but as you saw, Ultron was already destroyed, and I'm not even sure if I have energy for the next run. Then I was trying to get rid of Black Panther, and it was dumb because there are so many other characters that were way more important. Yes, Black Panther would attack my minions and so on, but it's just fine because I would get destroyed anyway. So focusing on Black Panther there, it was quite dumb. But yeah, it's what I did. On the second run of Dark Dimension 3, I had barely no problems dealing with this node. And I almost one-shotted it, but you guys will see that in the future. But as you saw, like, Scientist Supreme gets destroyed instantly, and even Magneto, he can blind everyone, but it's just sometimes that you can blind because it takes so long for him to recharge. And as you saw there, I was trying to cancel to get better RNG, but it was not the case. So dummy me, I have an Iron Fist on the field and I have a Shuri, and instead of trying to get rid of them, I keep focusing on Black Panther. Because yes, indeed, Black Panther is a big problem here, but a bigger problem even than that might be Psylocke and Storm, because they do funny stuff, and dodges and the counters and so on. So yeah, it's a big problem. Okay, now I have the blind of Magneto. Hopefully I will not spin it. Please tell me I don't spin it. Okay, so basic on Storm. Trying to get rid of Storm because of the assists, because of the slows, because she actually does some nice damage. Because of her basic, it attacks adjacent targets. So once again, Ultron getting focused right away, because why not? And this was happening all the time, like all the time. Daredevil would always focus on Ultron. Even if I would bring other characters, many times I would switch the characters around and no chance. And here I had no chance of using her ultimate. But yeah, that's the way it is. Sometimes you only have time for the special, and other times not even time for the special. So yeah, attack number 8, we have one Iron Fist, we have one Shuri, and yeah, I'm definitely not taking care of those Iron Fists, and then it will come back to eat me in the butt. But that's that's what happens when you make bad decisions like mine. And fortunately or unfortunately, it was not only me. But yeah, so double Iron Fist, let's go. And of course, because I'm so smart, I have the Daredevil there. Because why would I get rid of Daredevil? It's the guy that gives counters to everyone, no? I'm so smart sometimes. And of course, now you also have Luke Cage, and Luke Cage was so annoying. Many times he would do his basic and he would always call Daredevil for assist, and of course they would destroy my characters. And yeah, kids, remember, get rid of Daredevil first and then get rid of the Luke Cages as well. Make sure you never have two at the same time. And as you saw, like, I had so much time to deal with them, but I decided to focus on Black Panther, Shuri, and Storm and Psylocke. Daredevil and Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Iron Fist, yes. Definitely Iron Fist. Not two of them. Look at that, because they get so much speed, and now you are like trying to take their damage down, but whenever they have a turn, they heal up. It's all based on RNG. They have 40% of chance to heal up whenever they have a turn. So that's another thing. I was like playing with the RNG to make sure only one of them or none of them would get that 40% chance on spawn. As you see, like, boom, 40% healing. Oh my god, I'm so smart. At least on the second run, I didn't do this mistake. But I was like 1000 and something. I was like number 1000 and something of the first players to clear this. So honestly, there was not much information out there. But as you see, I decided to change the characters around, bring Scientist Supreme and Ultron, because I was thinking like, okay, since I can't kill them, let's try to crowd control them. And this is the way that Ultron and Scientist Supreme became very useful, because together they are quite good. Scientist Supreme can revive Ultron. Ultron summons the bots that manipulate all of them. Are villain tech. So yeah, as you can see, I'm doing a lot more damage on the Iron Fist, and now two of them are at 50%. So I just need to be careful and use the characters in a way that I can focus on them. So this time I even bring Magneto, all of them, and as you saw, one of them got a full health, from 50% to full health. Like, you can respawn over and over again and try to get that 60% chance of them not healing up, but then it has the other situation where Ultron will get focused, Ultron will get destroyed, and you'll not be able to do anything. So yeah, here I had minor chance of doing something. Iron Fist almost dead, but oh man, I was expecting Ultron to revive, but as you saw, thanks to Scientist Supreme, I was finally able to get rid of one of the Iron Fists, and now I have to deal with the second, but I also have to deal with a lot more characters. Now, some people don't see the value of bringing Mr. Sinister to this node, but the fact that you have an enemy Phoenix, it means you can clone her. And as soon as you clone her, you can do her special and hopefully also her ultimate, and that's going to be a lot of damage. So don't think that Mr. Sinister is not a good option for this node. It's a very good option, but once again, make sure you focus on Daredevil. Like, there is still one Daredevil there that I should have taken care of already, and I didn't. Look at all those counters. It's such a pain, and I'm so glad I learned from my mistakes on the second run. It's just terrible. Okay, so once again we are going with the Scientist Supreme and Ultron. It's a great combination, you just need some luck. And you need some luck for Iron Fist to don't keep reviving all the time. So here I decided to don't use the special from Phoenix, because they would always kill me way too fast, and that's something that sometimes you have to consider. If they kill you way too fast and you don't even have time to use your special. And that's the case, and that's why I didn't use her special, and it worked out. I did some more damage. Unfortunately, Scientist Supreme was not able to do anything because her cooldowns were not ready, and Ultron, like always, was focused from the start by Daredevil. So yeah, get rid of the Daredevils. So we still have a Shuri left. We probably still have one or two Iron Fists left. We still have one or two Daredevils left, and more defenders. Like, oh man, I wish my defenders were as good as that on Blitz, but unfortunately not really. So here I was trying to make the perfect combination, because if I know that Ultron is getting attacked, so I would put Ultron behind Phoenix, so I would get some time to maybe be able to keep Ultron alive. So here we finally were able to slow them with the Scientist Supreme, so there is a chance that we can finally use strategy instead of just dying and use a special with Phoenix. We have Shuri, we have Iron Fist, we have Daredevil, and we have Jessica Jones, that it's terrible because she removes all the negative effects that Scientist Supreme applies. So here Phoenix barely survives, and we have 5 buffs on Ultron, so that was quite amazing. And now we can do the ultimate with Phoenix. She'll die with the counters, of course, because someone did not get rid of Daredevil yet. But at least we are able to do a little bit of combos, because yeah, we got some time. Magneto is down, but as long as Scientist Supreme and Ultron are alive, we will be able to do stuff. So once again, 5 buffs: offense up, defense up, speed up, regen, and counters. But once again, Daredevil 100% damage on villains, completely destroying my Ultron. Once again, we go for the ultimate of Scientist Supreme. Now the minions can start stealing buffs and things like that. Applying offense down to Daredevil really helps. And of course the slow. The slow is so important on Dark Dimension 2 and 3, on any Dark Dimension. Is extremely important, and having slow down on the enemies and the speed up on us is just great. And Scientist Supreme loves speed up. It's the best buff, and you need to pay attention when you use this combo of Scientist Supreme with Ultron. It's very important to see if you got speed up on your Scientist Supreme or not. If you didn't, you have to be careful when applying negative effects. And in a way, Emma Frost helps with that, but not in all nodes. In some nodes you don't have just enough time to do it. So finally the second Iron Fist goes away, but we still have to deal with Daredevil, because why I don't see that is a priority. Like, we have so many defender characters that whenever he does his special, that's like up to 8 attacks that I'm getting extra, that I shouldn't get extra if I focused on him early. So it's an unnecessary amount of damage that I could avoid, and I was not avoiding. So, but as you can see here, we don't have any healers, so it's not a huge deal. I saved the cooldowns for the next run. We still managed to do 4 million damage, so it was not terrible. It's like 10% of the whole node, which is yeah, 38 million. So 10% not bad. So we have a few storms, we have still 1 Phoenix, we still have that Daredevil. And now it's time to start using some cores. And yeah, I think you should at least use 50 cores on Phoenix, just user special. It's worth, because you save that amount in days. Like, if this was 22, 24 attempts, at least 10 of them were thanks to cores, so you saved like 10 days in terms of progress. Like, it's not very important right now that like 10,000 people already finished Dark Dimension 3, but early on, when only 1,000 or something like that finished it, it was a huge advantage because you'd have so much gear to gear up your characters, and you'd see the difference on Alliance Wars or Arena or something like that. Yeah, it was a huge difference. Right now, not so much, so it's up to you if you want to core or not. I think it's still worth it for characters like her. Of course, when you are talking about Minerva and Ebony Maw and so on, it's not going to be as important because their abilities are not ready on spawn. So yeah, that's something you have to consider. On Phoenix is definitely worth it. On the other characters, not so much. So Daredevil almost gone. We also have that Jessica Jones there, and of course she's giving energy to everyone. So the two defenders are gone. We have another Jessica Jones, but as long as she stays alone, it's not a huge deal. And now I was saving the cooldowns for the next turn. On the next turn, I should bring Scientist Supreme together with Ultron. I'm not sure if it's what I did, but we have 13 million damage left. We have all characters ready. So yeah, I guess I used Phoenix with Magneto, and then Phoenix, Ultron, and Scientist Supreme. You just have to adapt to the characters you have and do the most of it. Just make sure you don't attack the wrong targets. So once again, 2 Daredevils, yikes. At least 2 of them is not as bad as when you have like Luke Cage and Jessica Jones and so on, because you are getting all the counters and you are getting all the extra effects. Like this, it's only the counters. Where is Ultron? Did I forget to bring him? Or did I use him for a third run? If I use him for a third run, that's also very dumb. If I had the cooldowns ready with Ultron, I should have brought him with Scientist Supreme. But maybe it's because the enemies had too many cooldowns. Sometimes you just want to run a team just to burn the cooldowns because, yeah, like for example on node 6, I think, the ones with the strifes, sometimes you just want to take a sacrifice team or a burner team, whatever you want to call it, just to make sure the enemies spend all their cooldowns. Otherwise, it's just so much damage that you'll waste the energy or the cores or the attempts or whatever, and you will not be able to do anything because they are just destroying you with all their cooldowns. But as you can see, Daredevil, he had the special, and Killmonger had his ultimate, but everyone else didn't have much. So one thing about Phoenix is that if she goes Dark Phoenix, she's pretty much dead. So you have not to worry about her anymore. And even if it happens that you want to take her face on, you can beat her quite easily because she has a very, very low amount of HP compared to the other characters. I'm not sure if that's a bug or something like that. But yeah, so all cooldowns ready. So let's go for big boy damage. So you smash all those guys at the same time. Now you have double Daredevil. So you have a little bit of time in order for us to apply the negative effects to them. And then to flip them around with the Scientist Supreme. But as you guys saw, all my minions got completely destroyed right away. I was not able to apply offense up to Phoenix. And she's already dead. But because I still have Magneto, there is a chance that I will be able to continue with the strategies. Because I have this small window of the blind that he provides. So Ultron almost dying. I still have the death proof at least. So let's apply some buffs. Scientist Supreme has the speed up, that's always what we want. She applies regeneration to everyone, so give a little bit extra health, but Ultron dying and all the buffs going away. So yeah, we need to get all those buffs back on Ultron. We need to get the minions, the minion train rolling once again. That Daredevil didn't want to die, dodged the attack of Scientist Supreme that would probably finish him. And now let's see. Oh no, I get destroyed. So yeah, even if you try to take Black Panther away, it's meaningless to focus on Black Panther because it's Dark Dimension 3. Like, you'll die anyway, so what's the purpose? Just focus on Daredevil because the situation is different, because he's buffing other characters. In the case of Black Panther, like, he's not buffing anyone, so it's like whatever, just burn your cooldowns and come again next turn. So as you saw, like, what I'm gonna do, just Phoenix special and that's it. Okay, so this was the point where I was like using as little characters as possible, just to use a special, then use core, then use another character, because like it was a situation where I couldn't do much. So, and there is so little damage left, there was not important, and the next node was coming, so I was trying to save for the next node. Like, a man can be hopeful sometimes, right? But yeah, once again, of course, Ultron getting instantly destroyed. He was always focused at first. I don't know if it's because he has less HP or less red stars or something like that. He was always focused at first. But at least he dies, but we were able to hide him under the stealth. Even that, we still were not able to do anything with any of those characters. But now finally Scientist Supreme flips everything around. We have 3 characters left, so let's see, can we do it? Of course not. Spoiler alert. Of course not. Of course that Ultron was not able to beat Jessica Jones. Look at that. It was so pathetic. Ultron and Jessica Jones fighting mano to mano and nothing. And of course, so okay, let's take Phoenix. For sure we will win. And I do a basic and she died. That was how much damage I needed to finish this node. So yeah, guys, insane, and big lessons learned in terms of the node number 7 of Dark Dimension 3, supposedly the hardest node, or at least on the global part. Stay tuned for the next nodes. I'm gonna try to make these as fast as possible, but unfortunately these videos take a little bit long to make them. But at least the 8 part is almost done, and the other ones, they are small ones, so I can steamroll them faster, and then on the weekend I'll do the 11 and 12, because those, once again, many tries, so it'll take a little bit longer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. You smash that like button, like that double Iron Fist plus Shuri. And once again, lessons learned. Get rid of those Daredevils, get rid of that Iron Fist, and don't focus so much on Shuri and Black Panther. Just leave them, you'll be fine. Just focus on the other ones, especially because they are always focused on Ultron. And don't be stupid characters like me, Ultron and Magneto. It's good to think that you can use strategies on your first run of Dark Dimension 3, but just go like with stable characters that give you base level, like Mr. Sinister, like Sabretooth, both of them, so you can use cores with Phoenix or Phoenix with Colossus. It depends on the red stars that you have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out the other nodes if you haven't, on my first run on Dark Dimension 3. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.